I am exactly where I am because of me, and I am exactly where I'm not because of me. I feel like so many of us go and blame everything and everybody else instead of ourselves, instead of the real, true problem. And sure, people and things can definitely contribute to why you aren't where you want to be in life, but they are not the sole reason that you are not where you want to be or you are not closer to your goals and dreams. In all honesty, it's you. It's how you react to those things that those people may have done to you, or those things that have just happened to you. But in reality, they happen for you. And it's just a matter of your perspective, and it's just a matter of how many times can you get knocked down and get back up and keep going and go for the life that you really want to live, instead of blaming everything and everybody else for your shortcomings, for the things that you want in life, and just start taking accountability. Start taking accountability for your life, because it is your life. It is not anybody else's to control. And sure, like I said, people can definitely make it harder for you, but they can't hold you down, and they should never be able to hold you down. And sure, there's certain times in your life where you may not be able to do everything that you want to do, but the things that you can do every day to get you closer to those things can happen all the time. You can do what you want to do every single day, and you could do little steps, even if it's the smallest steps, to get closer to your goals and dreams day by day by day. Even if it's not big steps or the big steps that you want to be taking, you could still take accountability and say, okay, look, may not be able to do this certain thing right now to my best ability, but I can do it in general to my best ability right now. Just because you can't perform at the level you want to perform right now doesn't mean you can't perform at all. It means that you can perform at the level that you exactly can perform. You can do exactly what you can today to get closer to your dreams tomorrow. And who knows, maybe that will be enough. And the more you do that, the more you practice on what you can do, the more you focus on what you can do, the more that you actually achieve. The more accountable you are for your life, the more you achieve. And the more you actually realize, I can do a lot more than I thought I could. I'm actually in control of a lot more than I thought I was, sorry. And there's so many things that we don't take accountability for. There's so many things that we blame everybody else for in our life that really we can control. Oh, I'm not living the life that I want to live because of this person or this thing that happened to me. Or I don't have enough money because I'm in this position, in this job, because of this certain thing, because I don't have this. But there's so many things that you can change and you can control to make your life better and to make it closer, at least closer day by day to where you want to be. I don't have 1 million subscribers on YouTube, but I know that I'm not going to blame the algorithm. I'm not going to blame all the other big YouTubers because they're taking all the views. That's just not how it is. I have to take accountability and say, okay, what can I do better so that way I can gain more viewers and gain more purpose-driven people on my channel and gain more interaction and engagement. And how can I get better at making videos? How can I get better at talking? How can I get better at editing? How can I get better at setting up shots? How can I plan my day around the videos? How can I incorporate that better into my routine so that way I have more daylight? I have a better, background. There's so many things that I can be accountable for, and there's also things that you can't control. There's certain things that you can't control in life for sure. But just focus on what you can control and be accountable for what you can control. And stop blaming everything else. Stop blaming everybody and everything else for the things that you want. Just because, I can't have this. Stop limiting yourself. Because when you blame everybody else and everything else that happens to you or for you, you limit yourself. And you can't be doing that. You can't keep limiting yourself in this life, because the more you limit yourself, that's where you go. If you limit yourself and think that I can't reach this because of this, then you're going to stay right there. If you think that I can do this regardless of what's happening to me right now, then you can go way above that and you can actually exceed your limits and you can actually, control that. But it's really up to you and only you. Your limits are you. The less that you're accountable for the things that you do in your life, the less that you're going to achieve. And the more accountable that you are in life, the more things that you're going to achieve. And it's just really that simple. So this year, start taking accountability for your life. Start actually going for the things that you want to go for, and stop blaming everything and everybody else, because it really is up to you. And it's definitely up to you, and you are in control of how you react to certain things that happen to you. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to those things and how accountable you are for your life. I thought I'd come back and elaborate more on this topic, just because I'm so passionate about accountability, bro. You have to stay accountable in your life, bro. You have to continue to stay accountable, because when you stop being accountable for your life, then you stop being in control of your life. And if you were never accountable for your life in the first place, then you really never have been in control of your life. Once you start being accountable, that's when you actually start gaining control. And that's once you start realizing, okay, I am actually in control of a lot of things in my life. I'm actually in control of so many things in my life, but I just need to be able to realize that and recognize that most of the things that are in my life are my fault. You know, the people that I'm around is my fault. The money that I make is my fault because I didn't go out and actually showcase my true potential. I'm not building my own skills. I'm not fulfilling my own destiny, my true passions, and I'm not doing the things that I really love to do. Once you realize how much you can control in your life, that's when you actually realize that I can be so much more accountable in this life. That's when you realize I could be so much more in control of this life. Accountability really is realizing that you're in control and also taking ownership of your mistakes too. You know, we all make mistakes in this life. We all make mistakes. And a lot of times we don't own up to our mistakes. I see so many men, especially so many men, but also just females too. But you know, I'm a man, so I'm gonna say this. I see so many men not taking accountability for their lives in general, say physique wise. Oh, I just don't have the time to go to the gym every day. Okay, that's not true at all. You have time to go on a walk, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. You know, you're fat, bro. And you say you don't have time. You have time to fucking be lazy. You have time to sit on your ass. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things. I'm not just saying, you know, like physical fitness wise, but also with money wise. You know, there's so many men that say, oh, I'm stuck in this job and there's nothing else I can do. It's like it's like limiting yourself. It's a limiting mindset, and you just have to take accountability. You have to realize, okay, I made this mistake. Or even in relationships, there's so many people that don't take accountability for relationship wise, don't take accountability for their actions in relationships, saying that I was never in the wrong, this person was completely in the wrong, and it was never me. You know, especially when we break up with people, we always say like, oh no, it was all them, like it was never me. But reality is it was both of you, and you could have done a lot of things better. And the person that is accountable with anything, especially relationship wise too, is a person that's more mature. And the person that you see not being accountable, blaming the other person for all the wrongdoings that they did and not blaming themselves for things that they could have been doing better themselves, that is the person that is not mature. You know, the person that is mature is the person that is taking accountability for the things that they did wrong. And that's a big thing, is taking accountability for my mistakes, taking accountability for my life, taking accountability for the things that I did wrong. I'm not perfect, and nobody's perfect. And that's something you have to realize about taking accountability for yourself, is realizing your mistakes. That's a big thing. Being accountable for the things that you do wrong and learning from them and growing from them. And that's the number one thing. That's the first step in order to grow, is to be accountable. The first step in order to grow is to be accountable. The first step to grow, especially with your mistakes, is to be accountable for the things that you do in your life. You know, if you never are accountable, if you never think you're in the wrong for anything that you do, then you're never going to grow. You're always going to be stuck in this fixed mindset where I'm the best. I've never make mistakes, and you're going to stay stagnant. You're going to stay in the same place, because accountability is recognizing what you've done wrong and growing from that and learning from that. And once you are accountable, once you grow from that and learn from that, then you realize, oh shit, I can learn from this. I could do this better instead of doing this thing. And then that's how you grow. You know, like in the gym, you have to be accountable for your not gains, for not being consistent. Okay, I'm not consistent. Okay, that's on me. How can I become consistent? How can I do something with the time that I have given to me? That's it. And that's how you grow. And that's how you grow. And you're going to see growth once you start being consistent. It may not be growth right away, but that's with anything. You know, you're going to grow eventually. And you know, that's what I kind of wanted to just address more on and kind of expand on, because I'm really passionate about taking accountability, and it's something that I used to be really bad at. I used to be really bad at taking accountability for my life, and I used to blame everybody else, especially relationship-wise. I used to blame my partner for the things that I, you know, was doing wrong too, and the things that they would do wrong, and it was only them, but it was me too. You know, and that's something that I have learned, and I'm still learning to this day. I'm not perfect, like I say, but I've been trying to become more accountable for my life, and that's what you have to do too. If you made it this far in the video, man, I love y'all. If you made it this far, if you're watching this right now, just start taking accountability for your life and start recognizing your wrongdoings and just learning from them, knowing that you're not perfect and knowing that you're not the worst thing ever either. Just because you make mistakes, you're human, bro. That's it. You know, you're human, and you have to be accountable, and you have to realize it's okay to make mistakes, but you have to learn from your mistakes, and you have to own up to your mistakes. That's a big thing. That's what accountability really is. Anyways, I'm done yapping to y'all for today. I love y'all so much. Thank you guys for 725 subscribers, man. We're growing, and I believe we're going to continue to grow, and I'm going to post every single day. I love y'all. Stay blessed, stay positive, stay true, stay you, and as always, you know what I'm going to do is catch you in the next video, man. Peace.